Good evening. Greetings from the Institute of Global Professionals. Greetings from the Institute of Global Professionals. Thank you all for joining us and staying with us till the end. Honorable knowledge seekers, today I'm your host for the evening. My name is Anana and I'm from Bangladesh. Dear knowledge seekers, I am proud to be associated with IGP. IGP is a social and ISO certified international educational and training institute. In the last 3 years, we have already served 35 million plus knowledge seekers from 100 plus countries. IGP is internationally recognized and globally accredited. We are connected to more than 450 plus professions and 4,500 plus organizations. Institute of Global Professionals (IGP) is a training facility for skill development which was founded in 2020 and is generating competent candidates to meet demand in the global labor market by providing professional qualifications. The Institute of Global Professionals is an education institute that provides socially work globally recognized and reputable. We serve students and community resources providing holistic social work and education. We believe that it's not effective to increase one skill just by equaling formal education. So, we provide effective training and consultation to generate proficient generations all over the world. We distribute our services locally, nationally, and internationally to students, job seekers, job holders, and also for learners to respective campus locations and distance learning platform. We are an occupational and dependable institution. IGP is one of the famous online institutes from all over the world. Our vision is education isn't a business product. It's a part of our human rights. Based on our vision, we are trying to reach all corners of the world for free webinars, seminar courses, award quiz competition, mentoring and counseling, etc. On the other side, we are also trying to offer more than 100 premium services for free, like creating our portfolio website, resume builder, cover letter, motivational letter, and world knowledge platform for gathering general knowledge, which can upgrade all day. Kids learning, games website, free courses, converter sites, and many more. We help to empower you to learn to meet the expectations and dreams and become highly skilled people. We implement several training program, webinar, and offline online courses for youth and learners by professional, global renowned professionals to develop all kinds of youth to promote the education of their abilities and personalities. Spreading knowledge is crucial for the Institute of Global Professionals. We believe that knowledge is love and light and vision. So we try to understand the needs of today's generation and will serve them with good research and practice methods. We must have a genuine concern for the learners. We represent more diversity, growth, and innovation are required. To lead a session with professionalism, passion, and integrity, IGP members are committed to offering effective, best quality services and continual improvement so that individuals who seek information can improve their skill levels and value. Before we move to the next, let me remind don't forget to share, tag, and mention your friend in the comment box. Your support is very valuable to us. Thank you. Before we move to the next, let me remind don't forget to share, tag, and mention your friend in the comment box. Your support is very valuable to us. Thank you. Moving to the next, with your continuous support, we have already completed 2,333 webinars successfully. Moving to the next, with your continuous support, we have already completed 2,333 webinars successfully. Dear IGP speakers, participants, and well wishers, at this moment, this is a very important message for you all. We changed and designed our website www.eduigp.com. On this website, we have surprises for everyone. Hope you will be benefited. We already launched our new website where you can find all of our previous activities together with lots of new features. But one strong point is that without an account or logged in, you cannot enjoy our services. So, create your account for once with your proper information. Note that with your proper information, you will enjoy all features. With mismatches data, you can do anything here. From now on, you have to participate in live quiz competitions on our website. We replace Slido. You have to join directly on our website. Now you can check all of our previous webinars with verified e-certificates. Now it's easier and time-oriented because after this session, we will not provide you with any code for certification. You have to take part in one exam. After that, if you passed, you will receive certificate, otherwise not. But you can take part in an exam unlimited till you pass. If you are an IGP speaker, you can download all of your previous certificates, speakership certificate. If you are a host of IGP, you can download your certificate of gratitude. If you are an online quiz competition winner, you can download your certificate of participation. If you are selected for a lifetime membership, then you can download a certificate of lifetime membership easily. Besides this, if you participated in any award function which organized combined support with IGP, you can download that also. You can standardly prepare and download 18 type of STEM certificate from our website within a minute. Certificate of Global Professional Membership, Certificate of Global Influencer during the pandemic, Certificate of Active Knowledge Seeker, Certificate of Social Activist during the pandemic, Certificate Achievement IGP Knowledge Seeking Campaign 2020, Certificate of Achievement IGP Knowledge Seeking Campaign 2021, Certificate of Achievement IGP Knowledge Seeking Campaign 2022, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 1 Authentic Assessment in Teaching Learning, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 2 Teaching English as a Foreign Language and Assessment, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 3 Digital Classroom Engagement 2, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 4 The New Trends in Education, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 5 Upskill in Organizational Leadership and Managerial Skills, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 6 Trends in Innovation in Mathematics Education, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 7 Research a Comprehensive Approach, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 8 Art in Teaching a Special Program in the Arts, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 9 21st Century Tools in Teaching Mathematics, Certificate of IGP Corporate Ambassador, Certificate of IGP Campus Ambassador, which you can prepare and download within a minute. From now on, you can participate in 1000 plus international level quizzes with verified e-certificates. Teaching tips for teachers, health tips for parents, health tips for teens, gamification tools for teachers. You can join IGP Alumni. You can check out our 50 plus PM services websites for free and many more. Dear IGP well wishers, we promised previously, but lack of our technical issues, we are listening you on time. This is a great opportunity to collect your previous credential. We solve all issues from our website. Now you can enroll, reset password, everything. You can check out our dashboard for our all webinar details. It's a cordial request to you. Check all buttons and pages on our website. Surely I can say you will be benefited. Thank you, but note that without any account or logged in, you cannot enjoy our services. At present, we are going to start our 2332 and program name is Beyond Pedagogy, Effectivity in Classroom, and our honorable speaker is Androl Rayan U. Marcado, and this is a very important moment for me to invite our speaker to IGP with his presentation. Hello, sir.
Evening here in our country, and good morning and good afternoon to everyone.
Hope you're doing great, sir. So, on behalf of IGP Knowledge Seekers, wants to hear from you about you, sir. Now the stage is yours, and over to you, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you, IGP. Now let's start our discussion with the new topic that I'm going to present today, and is all about beyond pedagogy. All right, since this is beyond pedagogy, we're going to discuss the other things that a teacher needs to be effective in a classroom. Therefore, what do you think are those things that we need to be part of our preparation as a teacher? It's really unfortunate that teachers often take the brunt of backlash when students and school systems don't succeed. Though it's the role of a teacher to educate, this role cannot be completed efficiently if not provided with the right tools. Educators must be provided with the appropriate environment, that's one, time, finances, and some educational resources to teach the students in this ever changing society that we have. Meaning to say, my dear viewers, generally, what teacher needs to be effective in the classroom is taught on in terms of content knowledge, pedagogical knowledge, classroom management skills, and related soft skills like time management and organization. Therefore, these presentations is an, will offer you a brief overview of some of the other things that beyond pedagogy and content knowledge that teachers need to be effective. So, what we are waiting for, let's proceed now. So, simple introduction. Generally, what teachers need to be effective in the classroom is taught of in terms of content knowledge, pedagogical knowledge, classroom management skills, and related soft skills like time management and organization. Therefore, let's proceed with these things that we need to have to be effective in the classroom. What you can see on my screen right now are the first four. The other things a teacher needs to be effective in the classroom. First is what we call the manageable expectation. Another is the support from home. Third one is the time. Number four is adequate funding for curriculum, training, and other teaching and learning resources. Number five, we have the technology that helps students learn. Number six, for things to work. Number seven, a positive work environment. And number eight is what we call community and cultural championing and support. We will go beyond each these things that we need to have beyond pedagogy to be effective in the classroom. Let's start with number one, manageable expectations. While we could discuss expectations of education at large, for now, let's simply focus on the class size and available space and technology. Students cannot learn efficiently if they don't have enough space. Just always remember that. Overcrowding is not only uncomfortable, but can be a distraction and can be also referred as the present problem. As class sizes increase each year, it is imperative that teachers are provided with the classrooms that can accommodate all of their students comfortably. Now, what are these manageable expectations for the teachers? Of course, we will deal with on how to start the school year on top, how to manage the expectations, the workloads, and the commitments. With so many demands from the students, from the parents, and the school administrations, it's no wonder why today's teachers struggle to stay on top of it all. Being able to effectively balance the workloads and expectations is an essential skill. Now, let me give some tips on how to identify and prioritize these needs to ensure better mental and physical health. And of course, we can create a sustainable work life balance and avoid professional burnout. First, prioritizing commitments. Teachers have a lot of commitments they are expected to maintain, and prioritizing them can help prevent burnout. Education writer, according to Janelle Cox, says that the students' need and interests should be on the top of the list. Having the students as a teacher's first priority inside the classroom environment where students can thrive. Additionally, teachers need to be focused on advocating for their students' learning and success. And according to Job Masters, CEO at Australian Council for Educational Research, he already added that this also means understanding a variety of students' needs. All students start the school year at different learning levels and will learn at different pace from the others. Teachers need to be committed to understanding and targeting specific learning about the needs of their students. Without this commitment, some students may fail to get the attention and, of course, the instruction they need and deserve. In addition, my dear viewers and participants today, to ensure the students are getting the proper attention when it comes to learning, teachers must maintain a duty of care. This obligation includes making sure, as far as possible, the students have a safe home environment. Impact teachers points out the signs that teachers need to be able to identify as indicators of the possible outcomes of the problems and says they should be ready to report all the instances of potential abuse or neglect. Another is balancing the workloads. A teacher's work is never done, from the classroom to lesson preparation, and of course, is the biggest challenge teachers face. Organization is key to keeping the workload management. And according to the education recruitment company Point to Point Education, starting the year organized by having a dedicated place for all the assignments, graded papers, and homework. A detailed filing system can ensure you always know what needs to be done and when so that you can break up tasks into more easily manageable chunks. According to April McNair at a modern teacher, she agrees that keeping paperwork organized is an important aspect of balancing your workload. She also suggests that teachers label a bin wherein it's an everyday essentials and keep it on their desks. This bin should be then filled with well labeled files according to the top documents you receive each day. Another one is what we call administrative support and school culture. Remember that classroom culture plays a strong role in the teacher's ability to manage their workloads. Work cultures that are inspiring and supportive help teachers feel well cared and happy, which in turn boosts the satisfaction. When teachers feel more satisfied at their jobs, they are likely to feel less stressed and better able to tackle challenges they heading on. School leaders, school heads, principals must cultivate those environments in which teachers feel supported. According to Association of Managers in Education Director Mark Wright, keeping teacher assessments to a minimum and focusing on learner success can ensure that educators aren't overloaded with unnecessary tasks. Number one is what we call learning your limit. From helping out on after school events to keeping in touch with the parents, today's educators are expected to fulfill a wide and often unrealistic range of duties. Teachers, even the most dedicated, have the right to say the unreasonable requests. According to Mashup Mouth founder Anthony Persico, saying no might seem scary, but it actually enables teachers to better fulfill other tasks that they are mentally and physically prepared for. Moreover, saying no is an important way to practice self compassion and ensure that your personal needs are being met. Saying no also requires that you understand when to draw the line so that you can go home and take care of yourself. Learning to be assertive and honest about your expectations and your limits can also earn your respect from the others, rather than overcommitting to events and responsibilities that you cannot actually live up to. If you're struggling to say no, or you're not sure about whether or not you can commit, you can also try this sentence. Can I check my schedule and get back to you? This will give you some time to assess your workload and see if you can realistically make another promise. You always have to-do list as a teacher, but once you accept the fact that there will always be things to do, it's easier to stop trying to finish everything all at once. Learning your limits will ensure that you stay grounded and ready to start the next day with your best self put forward. Actually, my dear viewers and participants, I'm guilty with this part, learning your limits. It's really hard to say no, but sometimes we need to learn how to deliver it, how to make some excuses, because this kind of saying no will always help us to manage everything, prioritize everything. All right. Now let's proceed with our presentation. Manageable expectations for our students. Now this part is for our learners. First part, use classroom management strategies that promote safe, supportive, respectful, and connected classroom environments. Avoid isolating and embarrass your students and using disrespectful language. Another one, set clear and realistic expectations for classwork, exams, and assessments. You need to share help-seeking strategies students can use if they will overwhelm with the school rules. Involve your students in writing classroom rules and expectation because this will increase their ownership and understanding of the rules. Number one, sit, listen to, and try to understand your students' perspectives and their needs. Normalizing the fears and challenges students experience when starting secondary school can minimize their impact. Number one, equip your students with the skills and tools to be able to meet the school's expectations. When they are equipped, students may need to support with goal setting, organizational skills, decision making, and managing emotions and their setbacks. All right, we're done with the first. Let's go with the second part. Support from home. Regardless of what students' home circumstances is, teachers can always benefit from support at home in the form of literacy and skill improvement, as well as the organization and mindset, or what we call the moral support. First part, we have here the following: encourage active learning. Its hands-on activity are often the best ways to get all students engaged in learning. Whenever you can, assign your students small group and project-based assignments that promote active and collaborative learning. If you have students work in small groups, they may need some initial guidance on how to work well together. Another one, give students choices whenever you can. Some students like to tackle challenging tasks first, while others might prefer to start simple and then ease with the tougher tasks. Let the students choose which activities to complete first. Giving them some control over their schedule shows that you respect each student's individuality, strengths, and their needs. Another one, provide models. Modeling is a powerful teaching tool. When students see a new skill in action, it can help them learn that skill faster and more accurately. Look for some opportunities to weave modeling into their lessons. You can model skills yourself, but don't forget the power of peer modeling too. Give the students with disabilities plenty of chances to work directly with their classmates and watch them model important academic and social skills. Another one is apply proven strategies. Investigate what works by reading about the latest research-based strategies for inclusive classrooms. If you have not already tried strategies like constant and progressive time delay, most to least or least to most prompting, and other direct instructions, strategies back to strong evidence of effectiveness. Always match the strategies you choose with the individual needs and strengths of your students. Another one, boost participation. Give all students lots of opportunities to respond in the class and many different ways to participate. Not only does this get every student more actively engaged with your lesson, it also increases the amount of positive reinforcement they will receive. Allow your students with different strengths and needs to respond in different ways, such as speaking instead of writing, and sometimes can be vice versa. Rethink grading. For students who have extensive support needs, traditional grading systems, or probably won't be the best way to show what they can do. Consider alternative grading approaches that more meaningfully capture the progress students with disabilities, of course, which are making toward their academic goals. For example, for guidance on grading, see this excellent post, of course, etc. Another one, teach students self-management. Equipping your students with the skills they need to manage their own performance is a useful way to keep them on track and learning. You might need to use several different forms of communication when teaching students to manage their own behavior and learning. For example, as a student who doesn't speak or read, might use picture prompts to learn self-management skills. For other students, a written list carried in their wallets or backpacks may work better. You might also consider using a reward system that gives students points for steps toward increased independence. Be flexible and creative and adapt self-management strategies to your students' needs and preferred forms of communication. Then another one is reinforce skills valued by the families. Which skill does your student's family want to reinforce? Talk with the parents and other family members to find out which skills they value and would like you to encourage through practice in the classroom. Another one, build in practice time. Be sure to give your child lots of opportunities to practice new skills throughout the day and in different settings. This will help him or her master those skills more quickly and use them whenever they are needed. Say yes to activities. Look for ways to increase your child's improvement and involvement in extracurricular and community activities. The more your child participates in opportunities like this, whenever there are sports, plays, dance classes, day camps, science clubs, or another preferred activity, the more chances they have to practice and refine important skills. Another one, use your child's interest as a teaching tool. Does your child have a special fascination? Weaving these preferences and interests into skills and instruction can help promote learning and engagement. Another one, make modification. Why make learning a new task harder than it needs to be? As you teach new skills, consider ways to modify some of the steps so your child can learn and maintain a new skill more easily. For example, if you're teaching a child to cook, color coding the kitchen tools can help him select the appropriate ones for each step. Another, reinforce the new skills. For children to maintain a new skill successfully, they need reinforces. A positive, motivating thing, they get a consequence of performing the skill. For example, if you are teaching your child to use a vending machine, make sure you let of her complete the whole activity and get the reinforcement at the end, the snack or the drink. Another one, teach skills your child will really use. Generic skills like sorting objects into groups are not likely to be used much in a child's daily life. Focus instead on skills that are functional, useful, and reinforced regularly with your child's everyday schedule. For example, if you teach your child to order from a table at a sit-down restaurant, but your family orders mostly takeout from drive-through windows, then your child won't have many opportunities to reinforce the skills of ordering from a table. Teach the process of ordering from a drive-through, and she will have many more chances to practice and master the skill. Number three, let's go with the third. Time. All right. Beyond reasonable expectations, teachers having enough time to do their jobs is one of the most crucial factors for their success. If students are to truly grasp the curriculum taught to them, educators must be given an appropriate amount of time to work the lessons. Here in our country, we are just spending 45 minutes of learning. So sad on our part, but it's what we call the mandatory curriculum. Oftentimes, however, teachers are on such a tight schedule to meet the deadlines and get students to pass standardized tests that they don't have the adequate time to work on student comprehension and academic retention. Simple ways to save time as a teacher. Of course, you need to gather evidence of ongoing learning, and another is prioritize. Always remember that. You cannot do everything or not equally well anyway. One easy way to save time as a teacher is to reduce your workload by focusing on teaching what's most important by using the 40-40 rule in teaching. Alright? Another one is share the responsibility for learning. This simple statement has far-reaching impact and points back to the above. How exactly accomplishment this would be a fantastic topic for a book. Project-based learning, place-based or education, leaving students' portfolios of work, and student-led conferences are just a few examples of how this can happen. Another is empower your students. How useful this is. And you can also use collaborators from outside the classroom. Depends on what grade level you teach, but one of the most important rules is teaching is to never work harder than your students. This is not easy to pull off and very well may not be a simple way to save time as a teacher, but over the long run it can be one of the most powerful. Another one, clarify learning goals and criteria for success. Remember that clarifying learning expectations not only helps the teachers focus instructional time on what's important, it helps also engage students in learning and understanding the criteria for success. The instructional process becomes more transparent when success and criteria clearly articulate expected performance of understanding and skills. This allows teachers and students to use time more efficiently when interpreting evidence of learning as it unfolds. Then rethink the roles of teachers and students, all right? And another one, involve students in small group work. Another way to save time as a teacher is to share the responsibility of learning to activate your students, the peers, as resources through small group work. Another, don't grade everything. Don't also tell to your learners that it's graded or not graded. Most evidence of learning gathered for formative purposes should not be graded. This evidence is collected during the learning before students have reached the level of attainment they will by the end of the unit. It would be unfair for the easy work to be counted towards some summative grades. When everything is graded, students are motivated by the grades. Like for example, I got 80%, 90%, etc. Right? Another is plan time for students and reflect on learning with feedback. Build time into lesson plans for students to review progress. When students have the opportunity to reflect on their learning and apply feedback to improve their work, they can see their progress and advance their learning. By giving also the students major responsibility to learning, using class time differently, and changing grading practices, teachers can gain time that might be put to better use. Teachers may not be able to change some practices on their own. Therefore, education leaders need to understand formative assessment and support teachers in implementing it effectively to allow the teachers to focus their time on their primary goal of helping the students learn. Another is what we call the automate. This is obviously not simple. How to automate and what to automate and when to automate in your teaching is a complicated thing. That said, some automation in the classroom is more obvious than others. Taking attendance, self-grading assignments, systems for grouping students and exit slip collections, and more are all low-hanging fruit. Next is what we call delegate. Don't try to do it all. Being a martyr only leads to burnout. Always remember that. Organize your desk and desktop. Not all situations are technology based. According to Brother International, it says two-thirds of us spend at least half an hour each week looking for the lost digital items. Letting this pile up on your desk and surefire way to look or to lose things you need. Alright, our main focus is to boost the motivations of our learners. Stakeholders in education, these are the following: teachers, parents, teachers unions, teachers college, the state, employer, community, and the principal. Let's proceed. Number 5, technology that helps students learn. There's a lot of technology that can be used today. Today's digitally inclined world has transformed the way the students learn. To keep up with modern times, it is necessary for teachers to have the right educational resources, from computers and tablets to software and online tools like animation, drawing, videos. These sources are vital to being an effective teacher. Though many of these tools and applications can be accessed for free, teachers must look to school administrators to supply them with the basics, like example, computer, internet connection, and many more. All right. So these are types of technologies that can be used, like for example, video and audio for live video streaming, can be also used for podcasting, mobile and wearable devices. On the other hand, we have interactive video games and simulations. We also have number 5, interactive whiteboards. Number 6, the augmented and virtual reality. Then 7, learning management system or LMS. Another one is asynchronous learning platforms and other collaboration spaces. Another one, learning personalization, adaptive learning algorithm is really important. Learning personalization is recommendation engines. Then on the last part is learning expectations. We have the haptic response. Reason why students need technology in their classroom. First, helps connect students to the real world. That's one. Another, prepare students for the workforce, encourages collaboration, supports different types of learners, access information more easily, teaches students how to be responsible online, then adds a fun factor to learn. Number 6, for things to work, teachers cannot effectively do the jobs if they work in facility where the technology and related equipment is unreliable. Trying to make copies on a printer that keeps jamming or breaking down, or even trying to do online research or submit grades on an outdated computer isn't going to happen. That's why it's important for the schools to allocate funds in the budget to provide their staff with reliable and up-to-date equipment. This is one example of giving for things to work, the materials needed by the teacher. Here in our country, under Department of Education, there's a program on accelerating the DepEd computerization program in the light of COVID-19. everyone was awarded by a tablet or laptop. That is what we call DepEd computeration program. Number seven, a positive work environment. If teachers are dissatisfied with the condition they're forced to work in, this translates their ability to educate the students. School administrators need to be ensure that teachers are given more than just fair salaries. Teachers want to work in an education system that provides the best work-life balance. This can also include things like health benefits, paid time off, personal development, training and advancement opportunities, and creature control comforts like a teacher's lounge. Yet, when educators feel supported by their employers, they tend to be a lot more effective in the classroom. Next, how to create a good work environment for teachers. Step one, let me give the first step. Ask teachers what their most important priorities are. Find out what things in teacher values the most. More often that they tend to value the same things, salaries, meeting times, and benefits. Step two, provide professional development. Always do that. It's a good idea for teachers to improve their skills and stay current in their fields. The easiest way to do this is through college classes, if ever. Step 3 allows the teacher to have such control over their teaching methods by selecting their own textbooks and other instructional materials. When you offer control, teachers feel they have the authority to implement new methods or reinvent old ones. Step 4, for a while. All right. Step 4, keep teachers safe while they are at work. Some school systems have a school resource officer who provides a level of protection during the school day. Schools without a resource officer should still have a certain level of security in place to protect both children and teachers. Alright, step 5, encourage family participation. Invite your parents to the school for presentations and get involved. Children are most successful when when the parents work alongside uh, their teachers. Step 6, reduce the class size. Teachers have more time to work with each child. A teacher who constantly feels rushed to get lessons does have less time to get to know their students. Smaller class size fosters better relationships and allow teachers to move at slower pace. Next, step 7. Offer students to teachers at all times. Whenever there's a conflict with students' parents, or try to stand behind your teacher's decision, when a teacher feels she has her school support, she's more likely to be happy and want to say. Next one, number 8, community and cultural championing and support. The more scrutiny about teachers and the educational system now that there has ever been before. Teachers are often evaluated on their performance in the classroom and are quickly blamed when students don't perform as they should. Yet, the truth is that if educators aren't provided with the tools, resources, and creature comforts, they cannot be expected to be as effective in the classrooms. So, therefore, the attributes of an effective culture: instill confidence in others. Another one is make changes. Another one is act with integrity. Fourth is inspire others. Six, remove obstacles. Seven, follow through on commitments. Then last one, having the required skills and knowledge for the task at hand. All right, that's it. One more thing before I end this. Remember that culture champion, we define a culture champion as someone of influence who believes that organizational culture has a significant impact on their business and people results and acts accordingly. Well, the bottom line, culture champions are committed change leaders who understand what an aligned and high performing culture can do for their companies to help shape people in the right direction. Just be sure you are on the winning side. That's 200% who can really move the needle towards the positive. Again, congratulations. And with that, thank you so much. Do you have any questions? All right. Thank you, IGP.
Thank you so much, sir, for your rich content presentation, which can impact our knowledge seekers surely. After a presentation, I hope our knowledge seekers can learn something new, which was our only intention. Learn and grow together, IGP knowledge seekers. Once again, thank you so much, dear sir, for your presentation. Now, sir, it's time for our questionnaire session, which is the more valuable part of our regular webinars. Honorable sir, please stay with us. After a short video, we will be back in our session part 2, which is the questionnaire part. Dear IGP knowledge seekers, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After questionnaire, we have webinar certification and online quiz competition. Dear IGP knowledge seekers, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After questionnaire, we have webinar certification and online quiz competition. Dear IGP knowledge seekers, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After questionnaire, we have webinar certification and online quiz competition. Dear IGP knowledge seekers, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After questionnaire, we have webinar certification and online quiz competition. Once again, thank you so much, Honorable Sir, for your time in IGB. We have learned a lot from you with new topics. It will add some value to day activity along with our academic and professional growth. Honorable Sir, hope to see you again with a new topic and a new date. Thank you, sir. Take care.
Thank you so much. Thank you, IGP, and see you on our next topic, next webinar. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Honorable Sir, before you move to the next webinar certification process, if you want to leave this studio, you can, sir.
I will let
IGP knowledge
the
seekers, it's time for the. Yes, sir.
I will now leave the platform and thank you and advance congratulations for the winners of our quiz. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. IGP knowledge seekers, it's time for the webinar certification process, the most attractive and powerful part of a regular webinar. After a short video, we will start our webinar certification. After webinar certification, we have an online quiz competition and quiz certification. IGP knowledge seekers, it's time for the webinar certification process, the most attractive and powerful part of a regular webinar. After a short video, we will start our webinar certification. After webinar certification, we have an online quiz competition and quiz certification. Visit www.eduigp.com. Please make sure your presence on our website, find a running session and get enrolled. After watching or completing part 1 video session, click mark as complete. Move to the next, which is the learning test quiz. Passing mark is 80%. If pass, back to the course again to download your certificate. If fail, retake the quiz. Download your certificate in PDF or JPG. For your attention, I am going to share the procedure again. Visit www.eduigp.com. Please make sure your presence on our website, sign up or sign in. Find a running session and get enrolled. After watching or completing part 1 video session, click mark as complete. Move to the next, which is the learning test quiz. Passing mark is 80%. If pass, back to the course again to download your certificate. If fail, retake the quiz. Download your certificate in PDF or JPG. Dear IGP knowledge seekers, it's time for the most engaging part of this webinar, which is an online quiz competition, which is our regular webinar activity. We changed a few process for online live quiz competitions. Note that after live, no one can participate. Now time for the online quiz competition. To join the online quiz competition properly, please follow my instruction carefully. Now time for the online quiz competition. To join the online quiz competition properly, please follow my instruction carefully. Visit www.eduigp.com and sign up or sign in. Without this, you cannot join live quiz competitions anymore. Browse the live quizzes button or given link, find the session name and join with your logged website or user account. Click join and wait for a few minutes for others to join. Enjoy an online live quiz competition. After a short video, we will start our quiz session. So our first question is, what does the capacity to see beyond mean? To taste or see color? Option A or option B? Correct answer is option B, and 89% people are correct. And our next question is, what is TJ's capacity to see beyond? He sees color, he hears music. Option A or option B? Correct answer is option B, and 0% people are correct. And our next question is bed, bath, and beyond. Personification or alteration? Option A or option B? Correct answer is option B, and 90% people are correct. And our next question is, how does Jonas see beyond? He sees color, he sees music. Option A or option B? Correct answer is option A, and 91% people are correct. And our next question is, people who thought about science beyond myths are known as priests or philosophers. Option A or option B? Correct answer is option B, and 100% people are correct. And our next question is, beyond, para or post? Option A or option B? Correct answer is option A, and 44% people are correct. And our next question is, beyond, meta or mega? Option A or option B? Correct answer is option A, and 80% people are correct. And our next question is, prefix meaning high, beyond, excessive, or above normal? Hypo or hyper? Option A or option B? Correct answer is option B, and 83% people are correct. And our next question is, what should you do when a situation with a client is beyond your control? Communicate past the issues or place blame on the client? Option A or option B? Correct answer is option A, and 100% people are correct. And our next and final question is, who says to infinity and beyond? Ear Buzz Light or Buzz Lightyear? Option A or option B? Correct answer is option B, and 75% people are correct. Congratulations to our winner online quiz competition winner top 10. Congratulations again. We will take a few minutes to finalize the result, and after that, we will issue our online quiz competition certificates on our website and official Facebook page, Institute of Global Professionals. At the end of our session, we can say properly feed your skills. Never stops learning, because life never stops teaching us. Be happy and stay safe. See you again and again. We want your participation in every program. If you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people or things. Albert Einstein. Before I say or hit the end live button again, wants to thank all IGP knowledge seekers for your active participation as always. See you in the next session. Thank you.